Three Arrows Capital have a registered entity, Three Arrows Capital Limited in BVI. If at first it was running in Singapore under Three Arrows Capital Private Limited, as Singapore have no capital gain tax, they moved to Singapore. During the process, due to their behavior, their actions, which is against their fund management license, they moved to BVI. So what is the BVI number? As follows. The BVI number of Three Arrows Capital Limited is 1710531.
CosmoMK numbers combination analysis. If you observe anyone around you with this numbers combination 17718998 with 0 or 5, these will be the traits, reflection, attractions as follows. Information, communication, messy, fake, complaints, naysayers, disasters. Do take note. Every unique and different numbers combination is equal to every unique and different human being.
Yes, 17 and 71, that's a famous numbers combination, which means highest level of marketing, smoke, mess, conflicts, naysayers and problems, and message. This is the highest level of message and information because due to the behavior, they want to hide the funds and the funds management license rights to move to BVI. The company numbers that attract is 17 and 71. The message, the communication to hide a huge amount of credit loans packaged in their funds, which is 105331, 1033. As we have mentioned, it means large amount, high amount of hidden or locked wealth cash flow. And why this add with a 5? Means at first it was totally hidden. People do not know how much loans they have from all the creditors because the market, the public all assume that they are trading their own funds or assume that according to the MAS reports and the news reports, as you can see, Singapore MAS, Monetary Authority of Singapore, reprimands Three Arrows Capital for providing false information and exceeding the assets under management AUM threshold. This RFMC fund management license administered and governed by MAS came with specific instructions and restrictions, while many investors were unaware of. And RFMC only allowed 30 professional investors, which they have exceeded, and a maximum of 250 million in AUM assets under management, while Three Arrows have managed more than 3 billion of fund size packaged in the creative ways. Instead of managing a fund which promised a return on investment, Three Arrows borrow money from investors and promise a projected coupon rate, structuring these investments as loans instead of what they were marketed as investment products, and thereby as proprietary capital, which was misleading to say. In September 2021, Three Arrows are concerned that these workarounds will eventually surface, which is true, which is the 3051 showing the fund size, and they push the management of the fund to an offshore entity in BVI. So, and they notified MAS Singapore only in Feb of 2022. They intended to seize their fund management license and activity in Singapore from May. So it's very clear that we can identify where is the mess, the conflict, and the marketing smoke that these founders have repeated in the 17 and 71. Firstly, they have false information lying to Singapore authorities regarding the fund size they manage and the number of investors drastically, and they also falsely declare and lie to all the investors based on the no collaterals or messy collaterals of different equities and repeated using the same assets that they have that's not liquid to repeat getting loans from different creditors. Second, big 1771 lie. And the third, they also mentioned they will shift their operations and funds to BVI, which they say they're going to move their base to Dubai. And Dubai government authorities have replied that they have not obtained any official financial license in Dubai. So you can see there are many so-called marketing and smoke element of lie and cheat in this whole process, which is reflected in just the BVI registration number of 1710531, a huge amount of locked cash and wealth in this whole process. Why are we creating this series of videos? It's because we want to educate, remind and warn, especially all important decision makers in the world, helping our country, organization or family to make important decisions. What is the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Knowledge, with today Google, internet, everyone can have a lot of information for free. But is the information really true, the truth or correct? As of the very moment, it may be so. Wisdom is the ability to analyze, identify, and make the best quality decisions every time to obtain the best results. Cosmo MK World first numbers combination analysis is the highest level of wisdom in today's world, as we can definitely, effectively identify, segment, analyze, decipher, and create solutions based on all the numbers combination around each and every different human being.
Cover all areas, improve all areas. If your life can be redefined, give your life an opportunity to choose Cosmo MK.